Okay, good morning. I am heading up to Clear Creek. I'm gonna go fish with my dad today. And one of the things that I have got and have done is I have bought a Rode microphone. It's a lavalier mic. It is in my shirt right now. Bam! There it is, just a little lapel mic, windscreen. So you're gonna hear audio go from what it is now, this, to this. Hopefully it's a lot cleaner, a lot more understandable. We're gonna get out of here. Okay, so decided to invest in the microphone as I was doing my first video edit. I have so much content that I need to put on, so a lot of the content that I put on is still gonna have the bad audio, but looking at the audio and listening to the audio, realized that I needed to make a change. I'm excited to use it, see what it sounds like. That way you guys can hear what I'm saying. What a novel concept. All right, guys, I'm back, looking a little fresher, a little cleaner, thanks to Great Clips. Awesome stylist Vivian. Let's get after the fish.
Hi there, how can I help you today?
Can I please have a cheeseburger, double cheeseburger, small fry.
878 is the first window, please.
First window, please. 878.
Cool. Thanks, man. Yep.
Hello.
Hi.
There's nice coffee for you.
Cool. Thank you.
Have a good
Sweet.
day.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.
All right, let's see what we got here. Clear water. Looks like it's flowing pretty well. It's a little windy. It is overcast. About 70, 71, 72 degrees, something like that. Chance of rain. The feedback I got on my first video was people didn't really understand the point, and I don't blame them. Part of the point of my video was to practice my editing skills, and by skills I mean just practice. So I was really focused on kind of just checking out the different features. I did want to create a video that, you know, had, I guess, some tips, advice, pointers for fly fishing, because this is my first year, 2018. If you're really getting into the fly fishing world. So I'm a novice, kind of an amateur fly fisherman. And so the point is to kind of show just some different techniques, what I do to fish, where I fish, what flies to use, different things that I'm trying out for the first time, like the Tenkara stuff. You know, I'm using this microphone for the first time, and I'm gonna have to figure out how it works, how to pair that with the video that I'm shooting now. It's a good question, you know, what was the point of that last video? What's the point of doing this? So I really enjoy watching fishing videos online. And in particular, I follow a group of primarily bass anglers. They're called the Googan Squad. They have great content. Their videos look really clean. Usually they have good tips and tricks, and it's just entertaining. It's fun to get on there and see where they're fishing and how they're fishing. You know, just by watching them, I've really become curious in bass fishing. And I think that's kind of the point, to get people curious in what they do. Is kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to make videos that give tips, give advice, while also being in beautiful settings. I mean, Colorado, overcast, low-hanging clouds. It's beautiful. So this looks like a pretty darn good spot to bring out some fish. Let's see if we can do some damage. Here comes the rain. Yeah, baby. Yes. Yes. Oh, come on! How did I lose that? That was a good set. Man, he was on there tight too. How did I lose that? Man, alive. All right, well, that's good. Good sign. 2 fish. What is this, the second hole? I mean, really, it's the first hole. That first spot wasn't any good at all. Good size too. I think both of those are probably in the 8 to 10 inch range is my guess. So not a bad size. I like bringing the nymph rig and the dry, mostly because it helps me find out what the fish are keying in on. But in holes like this, where you know they're in there, and I've missed a couple times on the top, you know, I can throw in that nymph, and those fish who haven't seen the flies on that nymph, if they're feeding and they're hungry, they will absolutely go after the flies on the bottom. So I'm kind of hoping that's what happens here. I'm not going to walk too far up. I'm going to hit this, the back end and the middle end of the run. And if I don't get any takes here, then I'm going to change out to the nymph. Let's see if I can pull them out with the nymph. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I don't know what kind of bird that is. It's just cool to see them. Oh, there's a fish. Yep, there we go. There we go. Woo! First cast. First cast, baby. Let's walk over to the GoPro, show you guys this rainbow. Nope, cutthroat. Native cutthroat. Just what we were expecting to see. Took the top here. This one's probably 10 inch here. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice, beautiful color. Look at this color. Oh, I love it. Come here, fish. Oh man, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Let's get out. It's here. Cold water, just perfect. Fish love cold water. So that's what, three fish in this hole. And there we go. Look at that cutthroat right there. Orange, purple, green. Adios. Nice. That's what we're talking about, fellas. Ladies, gents, everyone. Well, let's do that again, shall we? It's cool too, because you could see the flash of the fish. Oh man, I'm everywhere right now. You guys are about to see something that you probably don't see very often. So when I have 3 flies on and I get stuck into branches, I'm gonna have to go over here, even though it's gonna spook some fish. But I hate re-rigging. It's just awful. So what I will do is I will find the branch that it's in. I will pull it down so I can reach it. All right, this is a special case of jacked right now. It's normally not like quite this crazy, usually just pops out, but even though that was a pain in the ass, I kept my flies, and more importantly, I mean, the flies aren't, you know, crazy expensive, but more importantly, I didn't have to re-rig, which 3 flies and all that takes quite a bit of time. So let's get back out there and let's try not doing that anymore. There we go. Yes. Man, that's the second fish on that purple jig head flashback that I got from Idaho, which is freaking awesome. Another cutty. This one's more aggressive. He wants to get out of here. Again, beautiful color. Beautiful colors. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, there he goes. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Those are good releases right there. And that's kind of why we like the barbless hooks. One of the cool things too about the indicator and nymph fishing is that you can kind of tell if your depth is good or not. You know, I mean, I've cast, what, 3 times, 2 fish? That's telling me that my depth is pretty darn good. And there's another one. We are on fire, folks, on fire. Colors on this one, not as much green, but a nice bright orange stripe. a little bit smaller, 6-inch range. Right out, and the release. You think we should change up our flies? Well, I think we've been fishing now about, well, I've been fishing about hour 15. Just hit up this stretch, got 2 off the dry. I think I had 4 takes, smaller fish. I got Dad down there, he's re-rigging. This is one of those days where, you know, honestly, if you stop right now, it's perfect. Like what more could you ask for? You got fish hitting the top, the bottom, the weather is perfect, flows are perfect, clarity is perfect. This is just, it doesn't get much better than this. I'm gonna go down and see what my dad's up to, how he's been doing. Oh, and I stumble right into the insurance policy. There we go. Look at that color, beautiful. So I ended up turning off my GoPro because I didn't have enough camera space left. But we've been catching fish consistently. My dad found a hole when I was re-rigging, but he ended up catching maybe, I don't know, 12 to 15 out of that hole. But I'm actually having to turn off and on my GoPro just to save space because we have caught so many fish. I don't have any more room. This has just been a ridiculous day. Stand this way. Thank you. Okay, so this is my outro. I obviously did not get one on the river last night. It was just too dark, and really I ran out of battery and I ran out of SD card space. The fishing was phenomenal all day. I mean, how long did I fish? I think we closed up around 8:30, 8:45, and just fish the entire time. I couldn't put all the video on the I guess video that I just made because there's just so much. So very good day fishing. Two things that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention as far as, you know, things that I do, tips and tricks kind of thing. So I fish typically 90% of the time with two rods, a dry fly rod and a nymph rod. I do that because, well, for a number of reasons. So there's a couple of fisheries, places that I go where it's imperative to have that setup, or else you'd just be switching out all the time, and it's a pain in the butt, takes a lot of time, and I don't like doing it. So I carry two rods. That way, if there's a hatch going on or there's fish sipping at the top, I can just quickly switch over, get it out there, catch a fish, and then move on to the pools and the holes and whatnot with the nymphs. I also do it on new water, pretty much always, because I have no idea, you know, what fish look like and what they're eating, what they're feeding on, and all that good stuff. There are places where, you know, 90% of the fish come to the top to eat, and they'll eat 10% on the bottom. At least that's my experience with a couple fisheries in Colorado. And then the opposite's true in other places where it's 90% nymphing, 10% on the top. So to have the flexibility to go between dry rigs and the nymph rigs, it's great. It is a pain, you know, to carry those, put one off to the side, grab one. So if you're doing a long day like you know, Dad and I did yesterday, it can definitely get, especially at the end of the day, you're just like, oh man, do I have to keep holding this? And really at the end, I'm just holding it, you know, one of the rods, getting my flies out, and I just hold it and I cast. And if I catch a fish, I'll bring it over to the side, put the other rod down, and get them off. But 2, 3, 4 hour stretches just fine. At least, you know, that's my experience. It's been good for me. And then the nymph setup. So in the video, I talked about the fish eating my top fly, which was a purple tungsten jig. It's not jig head, but a jig style hook. It was purple, had flash on the side, pretty large. That was my lead fly, my first fly, my top fly, the bigger one. And I usually do on my indicator, on my nymphing rig, three flies, a stimulator at the top, a bigger fly, and then a medium fly, you know, whatever it happens to be, and then a small fly at the bottom. I like my bottom, you know, a lot of times to be a zebra midge larva of some type, size 20 or 22. I like to mix up the middle one quite a bit just to see what's going on, see what the fish are hitting, and then the top, you know, I switch that up as well. Really all I have for you guys today. Excellent day, perfect day of fishing yesterday. It doesn't get much better than that. And whoa, you're safe. And just happy to be out on the water and bringing you guys content. I do plan on making more videos. I have a lot of content and not a lot of time, so I'm trying to get them up. But if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, and any questions or any suggestions, you know, let me know. I am a complete novice. This is my second video ever, looking for some good feedback. A lot of what I based this video off of was feedback I got from the first. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later.